Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of Indianapolis, and the title reads, Accused rapist shot by alleged victim and arrested an hour later in Speedway. Now, before we get into today's video, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. And let us dive in.
First at 4, an accused rapist behind bars. Thanks for joining us at 4:30. I'm Rafael Sanchez.
And I'm Aaliyah Blackburn. Police say the suspect sexually assaulted a woman inside her home. That's before she shot at him as he tried to escape.
Fox 59's Jesse Wells shows us the quick thinking that police led to police work that led to this arrest.
The rapist was arrested right here in Speedway about an hour after the alleged sexual assault on Indy's northeast side. According to court records filed today, the victim claims that suspect forced her to have sex at gunpoint. Inside a home here on Meadowlark Drive, a woman survived a terrifying assault Tuesday afternoon. The victim claims a man walked into her home, pointed a gun at her head, and raped her while the suspect simultaneously recorded the assault on his phone. After the suspect began to leave, the woman grabbed her own gun and began shooting at her attacker. The back window of this blue Toyota parked on an adjacent street was shattered by that gunfire. A neighbor quickly called 911, and the victim eventually identified her attacker as 23-year-old Trayvon Haynes.
Okay, there has been a trend amongst gun owners where we keep our firearms on us. And when I mean on us, I mean on our person while we're in the home. I know that is quite a lot for some people, even me, to be honest. I don't do that all the time. But a firearm is always in reach. It's close enough, and there is one on every floor. That's just me personally. In this case, he broke into the home with his own firearm, guys, and at gunpoint, he sexually assaulted her. This woman, and to be honest, it's not just women, it could be anybody here, where they're at the mercy of their attacker. Effectively, they have gotten the drop on you, and that's what happened to this lady. At this point, you have to find an opportunity to stop your attacker, and it looks like she didn't get her opportunity until after he was done or finished. By retrieving her firearm and shooting at him, that can be argued that it was against the law after the fact because he is already gone. Luckily, I don't think any DA would bring up charges on that particular victim in that case. And I guess we have to ask, what could have been done to prevent this in the future? What is it really that could have done? We could have done what she could have done differently. And it's hard to say because there's just too many variables. Other than keep her firearm on her the entire time when she's home, that's the only one suggestion that I could think of. Okay, but not everybody's going to do that. And to think about it, sad folks, people like this, the heinous among us, it is my opinion that they deserve the death penalty. Okay? Let's see if there's any more details on the story.
This was a very terrifying situation for this victim, but we're grateful that the victim came forward and spoke to our officers and detective and was able to get help. And again, we were able to get a violent offender off the street because of...
Let me also highlight how important what the officer has just said, that she came forward. She told the police right away, folks, not the next day, immediately. That way they can get him off the street. He could have done this to another person in the same day. So kudos to this woman for reporting it immediately. There's so many stories out there where women report sexual assault years later, months later, weeks later. That is not the standard. It should not be this way. It should be immediately, so you can spare somebody else the fate of being sexually assaulted. So I congratulate her for her courage. She is a hero. Let's hear the rest.
In fact, just an hour after the victim said she was attacked, an alert Speedway police officer spotted the suspect's car with its hazard lights flashing along Lyndhurst and noticed the driver had been shot in the leg. Police at that scene also allegedly found a firearm in the suspect's car. IMPD praised the quick work of officers, witnesses, and the victim for solving the case.
Our officers and detectives couldn't have done this without the community coming forward. All of that together in the community cooperation, again, was huge in getting the suspect off the street so quickly.
This affidavit does not make clear if the victim and suspect actually knew each other before the attack. Haynes refused to talk to police about the incident and was arrested for rape, intimidation, and burglary, all while armed with a deadly weapon. Finally, before his arrest on Tuesday, the suspect did not appear to have a criminal history. Ultimately, it will be up to Marion County Prosecutor's Office to file formal charges in this case. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
Okay. These stories are always heartbreaking. You know, a part of your innocence is gone when it happens, and it's one of the most horrible way of invading your privacy. It's one of the most cowardice and mental screw up that you can give a person. Something that they have to live with for the entirety of their life. And it's why I believe all rapists should get the death penalty. That's my personal opinion. This one, and there's others, where I believe that the punishment should be swift. But we know the system. It will take a while. The hand of justice is always slow. And I want to say again that this woman is a hero, 100%. The fact that she reported this right away, guys, she has done something for her community. She has done something for other women, and I hope that you know, God forbid that this happens again, but at least other women can see this story, and know this is what you should do. This is the example, and like I said earlier, the standard. Again, kudos to her. She is a hero, and we need heroes, and heroes are good guys.